Live will begin shortly. Come on. I'm on, but the picture isn't up.
It says we're notifying people that you're live.
Got it.
Oh, there you are. Hello, hello. See, Dee is on here.
Shelly.
Oh, hi, Shelly. You're the first one here. You're the first one on. Like I just came on and you shared my live instantly. I thought she had shared it. Did she share it?
No, she just came on.
Okay, so looks like Tracy was the first one to share my live. I was like, I just got live. Y'all are just getting on here. Okay, Miss Tracy, I'm going to ask you to go live and we'll give you a card read. You're the first one. Like there's 2 people on my live right now. I just got live. You were quick.
Hello.
Are you there, Tracy?
Yes.
Okay, there you go. All right. I'm sorry I couldn't hear you for a moment. Would you like a general read or do you want a question answered?
General read, please.
All right, very good. Now, is that you in your profile picture?
Me and my son.
Aww. What a handsome guy.
I lost him a year and a half ago.
I'm so sorry. He was a beautiful human.
Thank you.
Okay. Was he a welder?
No. No.
In about 10 miles, take a slight right turn to merge onto I-895
I
South.
was driving. Okay. She paused. It paused because apparently she is driving.
I'm black.
Tracy, was your son a welder?
No.
Okay, I just have a gentleman stepping up and he has a welder's hat on. Okay, so the first card I get is the strength card. The strength card is actually my favorite card. It's this Leo, this Leo energy, this lion. You have this courage and passion, and you have this subtle power. People think you have to be in people's face to have like tremendous power, but you don't. The biggest power comes when you sit and reside in love. You are seeking balance in your life. You are on the path to really getting that harmony and balance you're looking for, and you're doing that by really not caring what other people think. I see that you have gotten to where you have been through the worst tragedy that you could be through, and you don't really care what other people think.
True.
Yes, you are on the path also to becoming more financially stable. Do you know what that is about?
Yes.
Okay, very good. You're on the right path. I'm hearing that you're almost there, and your guides are around you all the time. I'm hearing that they're very proud of you because for you to become financially stable, it's taken a lot of inner work and a lot of strength and power to put yourself in that predicament, because they're showing me as a child, you were really financially unstable a lot as a child. And so you kind of grew up with that mentality. So you really had to change yourself. Does that make sense?
Yes.
The last card we're ending with is the 4 of Cups. It's really about making sure you're reevaluating your life and that there's someone around you who is trying to love you and you're keeping them at arm's length. And I'm hearing just give them another chance. Give them another chance. All right.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Tracy.
Thank you.
Interesting. They are, that was weird. The options it gave me when I was disconnecting, it's like they changed the options on there. That was interesting. Okay, so I'm not done with cards, but I have a gentleman here who is a welder and he came up with this last lady. So we're going to see if we can get him claimed. He's letting me know that he died, feels fairly young, like in his 60s, not like young, but fairly young in his 60s. He's letting me know that he was a hardcore smoker and he would when he wasn't welding and didn't have his welding hat on, he wore his hat backwards quite a bit. He also liked to cook. I'm not talking a chef or anything, but usually guys that are welders and that kind of energy, they're not really people that you tend to find in the kitchen. But he is saying that he liked to cook. He liked to grill, he liked to create new recipes. It was really his way of decompressing. Hello, everyone. I'm also hearing that there is a person around him, like Ruth. I want to say the person around him is Ruth. Not his name, of course. He's a gentleman. And you did a brief, it was spot on. Oh, thank you, Steph. Steph said I did a brief reading yesterday and it was spot on. Thank you. I'm trying to get y'all situated. All right. So does this gentleman sound familiar to anyone so far? He was a welder. He passed in his 60s. He showed me he was a smoker. There was someone around him with a name that's named Ruth, it sounds like. He liked to cook, which is unusual for someone who is this man's man energy. He is also letting me know that he's saying the stars and stripes. He was very patriotic. 4th of July was his favorite holiday. And he also liked to fish. All right. Doesn't look like we're going to get this gentleman claimed just yet. So we will continue with card readings and maybe we'll get him claimed later. All right, Miss Jules, looks like we're going to give you a card read here. Like she's like, I know how this game is played. I'm just going to share her life 15 times. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Like Kathleen Murray
Is claiming the spirit.
Yeah.
All right, hang tight. I'm going to do this card read and we'll be back to you, honey, with the spirit. Hi, Jules.
Hello.
Thank you for sharing my live. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Oh, that card is going to be for you. It just it jumped right out at me. Let me grab it. You might want me to put it back in the deck. All right, would you like a general read or do you want a question answered?
General, please.
Very good. That's what it was going to be. So how are you today?
Good.
Where are you located?
Texas.
Very good. What part?
Deep south. South Point, the furthest you could go south.
I'm going to be in Houston in a few weeks.
Yeah, I'm about 5.5 hours southwest of Houston.
Are you sure you're not in the water?
Nope, close to it.
Right.
About a half hour away.
Oh, okay. I see that card's not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be because it's already happened. Whenever I got the rest, I was like, oh, good, this card's already happened. It's the Tower card. Something happened in your life where you felt like the rug was just pulled right out from under you and you're like, yes. Oh my goodness, what the heck happened here?
Yeah.
You're over that hump and you handled it really well. And you took it to a higher vibration. I've been talking about this a lot. You can have certain actions, but if you have bad vibrations behind it, that's what the universe reads. The universe reads energy. When you were recovering from this Tower card moment, you made sure you did it in love. And I'm not saying you didn't have boundaries up. I'm not saying you didn't get justice for yourself, but you did it in love.
Yeah.
And because you did that, you're being rewarded. Now, I'm seeing that you're starting a new path, that you are really starting. It's something you're very excited about. Are you starting a new job?
No, I have surgery in a couple of weeks that I'm hoping that it will be successful because the last one wasn't.
Yes.
I previously spoke to you about that. And then I'm hoping the recovery will be a little bit easier and I'll be able to go right into working again.
Okay. I don't think you'll be able to go right into working again, but you're headed in the right direction. That's what that page card is. This next card is the 3 of Wands, which solidifies even more that you're headed in the right direction. But you're not going to be going as fast as you want. You see how he's kind of standing there, holding for a second, holding the energy. you're headed in the right direction. The recovery is going to go well. It's just not going to be as fast as you thought it was going to be.
Okay.
Make sure that you're letting people help you. You feel kind of guilty about that. You don't let people help you. Make sure that you let those people help you. That's what is going to make a difference. Right now, before the surgery, there's some things you can do. You can plan to make your recovery easier. And I'm here to make sure you get all those things in place.
Okay.
Now, you're not to let those negative thoughts get a hold of you, get those negative thought circles. You are going to be affected financially in a negative, I wouldn't say a negative way, but you're going to be affected financially because of this surgery.
Yeah.
And I'm hearing to just hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. You will recover. You've planted enough seeds when it comes to getting a job after you're done, but you want to make sure that you're recovered fully, because if you aren't recovered fully, it's going to cause more damage. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Ms.
Thank
Jules.
you. Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye-bye.
All right. Let's see here. All right. What was her name?
Caitlin Murray.
Caitlin. Miss Caitlin, can you comment again so I can I'll find it. Oh, Caitlin Marie, my grandfather's name. Okay. That was her that she said her grandfather's name was John. Okay. Okay, Miss Caitlin. Dee said you were claiming the spirit, so I'm gonna ask you to go live. Thank you, Dee.
It's welcome.
Hi, Caitlin.
Hi.
So you were claiming this guy that was the welder?
Yeah, so he worked on vehicles, and he worked for a company for Toyota. And I know he did a lot of work on vehicles. His mother's name was Ruth.
Okay. very
He
good.
loved the 4th of July.
Okay. very good.
Yeah, he died in his early 50s, late 40s.
Okay, very good. So for everyone listening, she just covered everything. He was a welder. I said that he liked to cook. Did he like to cook? Did you ever hear that about?
He loved to cook. He canned vegetables. He grew his own garden and canned vegetables and cooked things out of his garden. He also was a hunter. He would, do beef jerky. He would,
Yes.
do all of those things.
Very good. Yes. And I had said for everyone watching, before I did that last card read, I had given information about a gentleman. I said he was a welder and that he liked to cook. And it was kind of unusual because most guys are like manly men and they're welders and they don't cook.
Yes, and he was a very manly man.
Yes, he was. But he liked to be in the kitchen. It was really, and I also said that his favorite holiday was the 4th of July, which she confirmed. And I said that there was this Ruth name around him, and Caitlin just said his mom's name was Ruth. Very good. Now, this was your grandfather, you said, right?
Yes.
We just have to give your grandfather kudos for a moment. He did a really good job with his information, didn't he?
Yes. So my mother actually got a reading from you. My mother passed away a few years ago, but before she had passed, she had actually got a reading from you to kind of help give her closure with his death. He died suddenly and tragically, and you helped her get through some of those feelings even later on in life with his passing.
Okay, so, Caitlin, as a medium, I've had the opportunity more times than I would like to have read people on earth and then have read them in spirit. So whenever that happens, so your mom made a one-on-one appointment with me.
Yes.
What was her name?
Kristen.
Okay. I don't remember her, but I'm going to ask your grandfather to go get her. Okay, was your mom someone who was, she was kind of, I think gruff. Like she had a heart of, this beautiful heart, but she was kind of gruff. People didn't see that in her.
Yeah, they didn't see her be rough at all. Nope. She to the world. She ran a business. She ran a dry cleaning business, and this whole small town loved her. But there were some times where she put that persona on when she worked, and so that those rough sides of like how she kind of grew up and all of the things that she had gone through in her life, she hid.
Yeah.
Nobody really seen that side of her except like us really close to her, her family. Because we understood what she's went through.
I'm not sure if you know how much about her history. She's telling me some things about her childhood. I'm going to see how much you know. So if you can't confirm it, that's okay. She's letting me know that she was abused.
Yes, she was abused a few times, multiple times.
Oh, yes. You knew exactly what I was talking about. Thank you for not making me say that.
No, you're fine. Yes, you don't have to. It's tragic. It's awful.
She was gone. She left this planet pretty early, and she is saying that don't worry about it. Like, I know that you don't fixate on it, but you're a little bit concerned because I have your grandfather here, and I said that was part of his identification, that he left this planet early. Your mom left this planet early. You are not going to have the same thing happen to you. You've lived a really different life, and you've taken care of yourself in a different way. You are not going to leave this planet early like your family did.
Thank you for confirming that. I have a daughter that truly needs me, and I worry about leaving her alone because I've been alone without my mother, who was a big part of my life. So thank you for confirming that.
And it's for everyone watching. I almost didn't say that because I thought that's kind of weird to say, but your mom was being so adamant about me giving you that message. So that was why, because it resonated. Thank you for confirming that. Your mom is telling me that she sends you the hummingbirds.
Yeah, or the bumblebees. It's usually bumblebees. It's bumblebees. I will see cardinals occasionally or dragonflies, but a lot of times it's bumblebees. Whenever I'm having a very good day with my daughter, I always see a bumblebee around us.
Your grandfather is taking responsibility for the cardinals.
Okay. Because that my grandmother has cardinals that come and see her.
Oh.
So
That would make sense then why he's taking responsibility for the cardinals. Your mom is taking responsibility. She's calling herself the haunting spirit. She's telling me that she sends the hummingbirds, that she's taking responsibility for the bumblebees. She's also the one who's been making the light flicker in your house. And she's saying to tie your shoes. What is she talking about? Have your shoes been coming untied, or what is this?
Maybe Vela with getting her shoes tied. We're working on Vela tying her shoes, and she had a lot of regret with my brother because my brother couldn't tie his shoes until he was like 8 or 9. And so me and Vela have been working with tying our shoes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Very
so
good.
I'm assuming maybe that's that. I think she had regret with my brother not tying his shoes until a late age, and Vela is 7, and we are working on tying her shoes right now.
That's exact. So when spirits give me information, I could not possibly know. You heard me. I was even confused. I was like, why am I telling you to tie your shoes? So that's exactly what she was talking about. When spirits tell me things that I could not possibly know, it's a sign that they are around you. She's also wanting to compliment you that you do a really good job, Caitlin, of living in the moment and making sure that you are living in the right now. Do you ever have worries and look to the future? Of course you do, but you catch yourself and you bring yourself back and you're like, no. You do a really good job of trying to control those wayward thoughts that you get.
Yes, I own my own crystal shop, and I actually do tarot card readings in it. And I've been really trying, and sometimes with business, it can come and go. So I've been really trying to work on my law of assumption, my law of attraction, and keeping this business going because I know that I'm called for it, and I know that my mother wants me to do this, and I know she would be so proud of me of what I'm doing because she taught me how to read cards.
Now, where's your shop?
I'm in Creston, Iowa, so only a couple hours away from Omaha, away from you.
Okay, so for everyone out there, what's the name of your shop?
Crystallized Visions.
Crystallized Visions. Okay, for everyone out there that is close to Creston, Iowa, go see Kristen at Crystallized Visions. Check her shop out. Get yourself a new stone and support a local business.
Thank you
Okay,
so much.
you know, how big of a town is this?
It's a town of about 8,000. So I kind of stick out because I'm kind of making people in this town aware of, crystal healing and even of things of like the occult and tarot cards. I've made people around here complete skeptics of tarot cards believers. And I have a pretty good clientele of people who come back to me for it and recommend me, even in a small town that sometimes has closed minds.
So where are you close to a bigger city?
I'm about an hour and a half from Des Moines.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering, I was like, I'm not opposed. I couldn't do it anytime soon, but I was like, maybe, I could go there and do like a group event. I don't know how big your store is, if you have enough room for like
If
20
not, there is a local place not too far from here that has like a really like a big like event center. It's like an Eagles club. And I'm sure if you were to book things at the Eagles, the owner there lets me read cards for parties there often. And I'm sure if you wanted to come here for a class or like a reading, I'm sure you would be able to get quite a few people. That organization is good about organizing and getting people there, and I could help promote something like that as well.
Promoting your business. It wouldn't be me to go there. It would be more about like, you are bringing your, however we would have to work on the marketing of it,
For sure.
One coming to the area, presented by Crystallized Visions, or Crystallized Visions bringing Christy, to the area.
Yes, and that would be awesome.
I have a pretty big clientele in the Des Moines area. I'm not really sure about your area, but of course I don't really know, exactly where all my clients are located. So I couldn't do it anytime soon because my August and September are pretty filled up, but message me and we'll see if we can get something worked out.
Okay, that's awesome. I really appreciate you.
Of course. Thank you, Caitlin.
Thank you for the reading. I appreciate you so much. It really meant a lot to me. I haven't heard anything from my grandfather. I've had dreams about him around, and I've smelled his cologne in my house. So thank you for validating that he is around. So thank you so much. I appreciate you, Christy.
Of course. Thank you, Caitlin.
Yes, have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye. All right. I'm all about helping those local peoples. Let's do it, right? So Creston, Iowa. I thought she was in Crescent, Iowa, and that's right across the river from me. But no, she said Creston, Iowa. I've never been there. Would you go, Jen? Would y'all? Would you? Well, Jen and Sarah, we'd have to have y'all like bring the crowd, right? You'd have to bring not just yourselves. You'd have to bring a lot more people. I'm not sure how big of a pool I would have in that area. I know in Des Moines I would, but I'm not sure about that area. All right. Oh, your friend lives in that town. So what are the odds, right, that we would have that connection? So hopefully she gets back to me. We can maybe set something up. You see me looking at my calendar like, oh, Christy, come back to the moment. Yeah, here. Okay. Do you hear from? Okay. I want to thank everyone who is liking and sharing my live. I so appreciate y'all. All right, I think I'm going to go for Spirit Led. And I was going to let Oda and Hera stay out of their kennel while I was doing this because it's been a long day for them in their kennel, but they're misbehaving, so we'll see. Oh, perfect, Caitlin. You know what, message me. We'll see what we can come up with. It'll probably have to be, so I'm rolling, August is done, September is pretty booked. I could probably do later in October, which is, yeah, that's a pretty good time to do things. If the weather holds, you know how the weather is around here, good grief. Of course, we'd make it come hell or high water because I'm one of those people, when I say I'm going to be there, I'm going to be there. Oh, Dee, you were thinking about coming, but then you decided not to.
Yeah, I still don't think that's right.
Okay. All right. Oh, yeah, I have cards. I'm getting Spirit Led, right? The first person I have here is a gentleman, and I'm hearing the name Steve or Steven around him. Okay. This gentleman is showing me he was rough and ready is what he is saying. So he was, it feels like he worked in, like he was outside for sure. but it doesn't feel like he did classic construction. It feels like it was more like pipeline work or oil field work, something like that. He is letting me know that he also had facial hair for most of his life. Okay, looks like we are having, okay. Oh, Jason, thank you. So I was just about, looks like we're having some people coming through saying, yeah, so let me get this, finish describing this guy. And if he still fits you, then please put a yes in the comments. He's still giving me some information. So I'm hearing this name Steve or Steven. He was saying he was rough and ready. He worked outside. He did outside work, but it wasn't construction. It feels more like it was pipeline or oil field or something like that. Not oil field because he doesn't look dirty enough, but definitely outside. He had facial hair for most of his life. He is showing me that there was a local bar that he would stop at, and he spent a lot of time there. He's also showing me he loved to watch sports on TV. He was one of those loud sports watchers where he's like, yeah, do it, you know, trying to coach them from his living room. Also, he is showing me hamburgers. He loved hamburgers. And he was saying it was the perfect food. You had your bread, your cheese, your meat, all in one. There you go. He grew up, wherever he lived, it had seasons that got cold because he's showing me walking outside and blowing like this. And you can see the smoke. And so he's going outside and he's showing me putting his jacket on. And when he put his jacket on, it could definitely be Ohio. He's putting it on, he's putting the collar up, and he's rubbing his hands and getting in his truck, which tells me that he parked outside. He didn't park in the garage. All right, so now who does this belong to? Cosmic Joanna, are you claiming this guy? Miss Joanna, are you claiming this guy? Are you saying he's yours? Yes. Oh, looks like Michaela. Grandpa said it was rough. Okay, so it looks like we're between Michaela and Cosmic out. You're not, nope, out, Odin. Out, nope, out. Y'all remember yesterday or the other day what happened, right? I still haven't got my carpet repaired from that. I don't know what's wrong with that dog. Thinks he needs to eat some carpet. Okay, so let me see if I can get something definitive from this guy to narrow it down from Michaela and Joanna. Okay, so far I'm going to repeat what he's given me, and then I'm going to add something to it. We have this name Steve. He was rough and ready, worked outside. He had facial hair for most of his life. There was a local bar that he went to all the time. Daba, he ate a hole in my carpet. Don't have sympathy for that boy. He loved to watch sports on TV. His favorite food was hamburgers. So that's something you would definitely have remembered about him. And he parked outside because he's showing me he lived somewhere where he, I know, right? He shows me going outside and he's rubbing his hands together, like blowing in the air, and he's getting in his truck. So he didn't park in the garage. He parked outside. He had problems breathing towards the end of his life. So he either had lung cancer or emphysema. Feels more like lung cancer, but it is going into the bronchial tube some. All right. So which one of you does he belong to? Is it Michaela or Cosmic Joanna? Which one would we narrow him down to? Which one of you? Okay, looks like Michaela. Hi, Michaela.
Hi.
I love your profile picture. You just look so beautiful in it.
Thank you, Christy.
Okay, so this is your grandfather. Is this your dad's dad?
Okay, so crazy. When you started saying stuff about lungs, that sounds like my dad's dad, but both of my grandfathers were very wheezy. They coughed a lot, lung issues, smokers, the whole nine.
Which one was Steve, though?
That was my mother's father, and his name is Steve. Well,
Okay.
his real name is Charles, but everyone calls him Steve.
Okay. Mom's mom. Okay, this is your mom's dad. Very good. And your mom is still on planet.
Yes.
Now, he's instantly switching to your mom. He's talking about your mom needs to slow down and really pay attention to what's important. Like he shows me her being very distracted with things that are kind of like whatever. Do you know what he's referencing?
Yes, she's very just go, 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 and I think it could just be more family oriented. I really wish that she was more involved with.
Yes, that's pretty much what he is saying. So now how I know that he was talking about that is because, and I thought it was probably the grandbabies because he showed me that, I make a monumental Herculean effort to be involved in my grandbabies' lives. And I, do some things that are set in stone with them every month.
Yeah.
And so it's not that she doesn't want to, it's just that I schedule my grandbabies and
Yeah.
then put things on my calendar.
Yeah, and she works full time, so I try to give her a lot of grace because, back then when I was little, grandparents didn't work as much as they do now.
Right. But she's missing out on some time that she's going to regret later. This just isn't about you or giving you help. This is her dad is saying she's going to regret that.
Okay.
Now, Michaela, all of a sudden I want to drink a margarita. I'm not even a margarita drinker. Do you drink margaritas? Who drinks margaritas?
Man, sometimes I wish I could.
Do you not like margaritas?
Like that. They're not my favorite, but there's days where man, today would be a nice day for a drink.
Very good. Now, what he was showing me is you at a Mexican restaurant with friends, which is also signifying that you're not taking care of that aspect of your life. So your grandfather is just stepping up, being really bossy, talking to your mom about what she needs to do. Now he's on to you. You need to spend more time with your friends. He is saying that he's not judging. He is saying that you are all about being a mom, and he is also saying that you are a kick-ass mom. So he's giving you a lot of compliments, and that's the word to use. She's kick-ass. You're a great mom. He said, but try to schedule something for yourself. He said at least, it's weird, he says once every 6 weeks to get out and go do something with friends and just let loose.
That sounds great. That's been heavy on my mind. I need to be me for a second.
Oh, okay. Very good. So he's kind of stepping up and confirming what you've been thinking. Now, when spirits step up and confirm what you've been thinking, it's a sign they're around you and they're hearing your thoughts. He's also telling me that your husband, he's showing me more money coming towards your husband. So he's either up for a raise or a bonus, something like that. Has your husband mentioned that?
There has been talk at work about how he truly deserves one.
Okay, very good. Just the fact that he mentioned it, I would say that's coming his way. As I'm talking about it and leaning into that energy, I don't think it's going to be as much as he would like or as they would like to give him. Somehow, how their payment structure is worked, their hands are tied and they can only do so much.
Yeah, that is 100% true. That has been a conversation as well.
Okay, very good. So they are going to try to get him some more money, but it's just not going to be as much as he would like. Oh, very good. He is also talking about that how proud he is of you for your new business venture that you've been on.
Yes.
And he is also referencing that, he knows that the person, like you and the person that you're working with, kind of went into it a little bit hesitant because they weren't sure of the skill set or the expectations of the other person.
Yes.
But how both of the parties are just very happy. You're happy, he's saying, because you get to work that creative side of your mind, and it brings a little bit extra money in, and also you get to pick your own hours. You can do it just whenever.
It's great.
And the other person is happy just because you do such great work, and it has taken a lot of load off of them. Your grandfather is also telling me that, what is he showing me? It looks like a crow. Have you been seeing a crow around?
We have a couple big birds around here. Yes. Could I tell you what they are? I have no idea. I'm not no bird expert.
Okay, very good. He was showing me a big black bird in the sky, and I was like, "What is that?" And I thought I heard the word crow. So just know the big black bird you're seeing. He's sending that.
Okay.
He is also letting me know that there's some big purchase you've been thinking about making. He's saying, not just yet, not just yet. Hold
The
on.
vehicle, yes, the vehicle. And I think we were going to try to hold off until the beginning of this coming up here. Try to.
Very good. He is saying it's coming, it's coming. And I was hearing like 4 months or so. When would that be? Like, yeah, I could see that around. You know, I was hearing December, January, and probably because they put a big push. You know how they always have sales around the time of year? Yeah, so that's probably why. All right, Michaela, thank you for letting me know. Have a good day.
You too.
All right, so Grandpa Steve was a little bit bossy. Now, he was just stepping up with a whole bunch of information. You got to do this. Your mama's got to do that. I want to thank everyone who is liking and sharing my live. And if y'all haven't done so yet, please click that follow button. And I want to remind you that this afternoon at 3 Central Time, my tattoo, Dee and I are going to be live on YouTube. So that will be fun. We are going to... So you go to YouTube and we'll be live on there. There will be a Zoom link you click to join the Zoom room. And you know, Dee, I meant to tell you, I did see it. It did record and post without me doing it. I did see it out there on YouTube.
Okay.
We weren't sure. We're newbies at that. And she was telling me to record and I said, oh no, it records on its own. And then we didn't think. The link will be in the YouTube chat. So you go to YouTube, search Christy Godwin Psychic Medium. And when you go to the chat, I will have the link posted in there. So join us. It's a lot of fun. It's not as many people. Everyone's on the screen, so we kind of joke around and kid and answer questions. I'll probably do some. It's Christy Godwin Psychic Medium. That's my handle across everything: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. Christy Godwin Psychic Medium. So you just go to Christy Godwin Psychic Medium. Right around 3, we will be live. Even if it's a few minutes after, just hang tight. We're just getting ourselves together. Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't have been able to get on. Yeah, so the YouTube link will be in there. Hopefully it works. All right. Okay, so now this is odd. I have this grandmother energy, and I kept hearing the name Posey. I mean, I don't even know about that. Anyway, grandmother energy, I'm hearing the name Posey. I don't know what we got going on here. Hold on, you're about to have so many cords on my desk because I have so many things going on. I get y'all. There we go. Okay. This lady is showing me that she was very regimented. Oh, it could be Rosie. I'd feel better about Rosie. Because I was like, Posey? What kind of a name is that? Rosie, I feel better about. But she is showing me that she was very regimented to a schedule. At 5 o'clock every day, she was going to be doing this thing. At 3 in the afternoon, she was doing this. So her days were very regimented. She also could be on that. She was in that church pew every Sunday. And she did play the piano or organ. Oh, Lola does have someone in her family named Posey. Look at that. I thought I was just going crazy. So I guess we could go with either Rosie or Posey. Okay, so she'd play the piano or the organ. She also volunteered at the church. She's showing me that she helped out in the office, answering the phones, putting together the, what do they call that? Not the brochure. What is that? Why am I drawing a bulletin? Yes, thank you, Dee. The bulletin. She helped put together the bulletin. Yes, thank y'all. All right. She's also letting me know that she was very big on writing notes. She would sit down every week and she made sure she would handwrite notes to send to people. She says she just thought it was important to let them know that she was thinking about them. Okay, so now let me recap some of this. We have a grandmother energy. I'm hearing the name around her as Rosie or Posy. She was very regimented. I couldn't read my handwriting. I was writing so quickly. I was like, what did I write here? Regimented. That's what I wrote. In her schedule. At 5 o'clock, she was doing this. At 3 o'clock, this. So very, thank you, Marissa. Amazing details. Thank you. She went to church every Sunday, and she also played the piano or the organ in the church. She volunteered in the church, answering the phones and helping with the bulletins. And she always liked to write notes to people each week. She was a widow, or was she ever married? Yes, she was. She was a widow for a long time because the house is very quiet, and you can tell the house has become hers. Like she's been alone enough that this house has her energy in it. All right, does this fit anyone on here? If it fits you, please put a yes in the comments. Doesn't look like we're gonna have this lady claimed. I know, right? We can move on to another spirit, and we can come back to her if we don't have her claimed. Yes, parts. Okay, so was the name Rosie or Posy, Jen? Is that part of the name, Rosie or Posy? My grandmother was a widow for a long time, but she was very private. I don't know much about her. Cosmic Joanna, was her name? Oh, you were the one that had, the name was Rose or Ruth. But what was the name? Did you have, because I'm hearing this name very strongly, Rosie or Posy. Like usually with names, I'm kind of like, oh, okay, we can kind of, navigate around that a little bit, or if it was someone around them. She's very proud of her name, let me tell you. And so the name really has to fit on this one, Rosemary. Okay, very good. I can take that. All right, Miss Cosmic Joanna, about to ask you to go live. Oh, okay. Cosmic Joanna, it's not letting me ask you to go live. So down at the bottom of the screen are two people together. It's a blue person and a white pink person. Click on that, request to go live with me, and I will accept. Here we go, accept. Hi.
Hello.
Have I read you before?
Yeah.
Doesn't say your face looks familiar. You would think your name would be familiar because Cosmic Joanna. How could I forget that? But apparently I did. Your face looks familiar though. All right. As I'm writing down, I start to write notes and I realize I wrote down Joanna. I was calling you Cosmic Joanna because I love it. I love that. But this grandmother, and this is part of her regimented. Like, I don't know if you knew that about her, how regimented she was. And she believed what she believed. And so, yes, maybe in spirit, she's changed a little bit, but on earth, she would have thought this was complete. You're bringing in Satan. She doesn't even like the fact that you have cosmic on your name.
That sounds right.
Yes. She's, genuflecting like, Lord, of course, now that she's in heaven, she sees it differently, but she's just giving a little bit of her personality. Now, do you remember her going to church every Sunday and playing the piano or the organ?
So she moved over. So she was a widow for a very long time. And after she met her second husband, they moved around a lot and very far away from where I'm at. So I vaguely remember we got a piano, and I just don't remember her playing it. When
Okay, very good.
she might have, though. I do know she was religious, but again, she was always, we joke around, she was always like out doing her own thing. So I never got to spend a ton of time with her.
And this kind of goes back to, I don't know if you were on here when I was just reading the person before you.
Yeah.
And the grandfather came through, and it was her mom's dad that came through. And it sounds like your grandmother, the same message should have been given to her because she spent so much time doing that she didn't spend enough time being.
Yeah.
And also, her first love was her first husband. I don't know if everyone knew that. Like her love, true love of her life was her first husband.
Okay.
She was tired of being alone. She's like, I was lonely. And that's how the second gentleman came. And she was very entertained. She's also saying that she felt like that she didn't have a place. This is odd. I don't know if I've ever had a woman step up in spirit and say this, that she didn't have a place in society. She was so used to wearing that badge of married and spouse that she felt like she didn't have a spot in this world anymore without a man.
Mm.
She's also letting me know that, are you divorced?
Me? No. Mm-mm.
Who around you is divorced?
My mom.
Oh, very good. That would make sense. Like your mom didn't have that same problem. I'm not saying your mom didn't go on to marry someone else, but your mom was very confident. She did not need a man to have her place on this earth. And she was very proud of that. She's also letting me know, she's telling me for you to, okay, I was about to say go back to school, and she stopped me. She's actually talking about you learning something new, like a new trade. Have you been thinking about going back to school?
No, but I just started a podcast with my best friend.
Excellent. What's it on?
It's on it's true crime through the lens of astrology. So we look at like, infamous crimes, and then we look at the people who perpetrated, we look at their birth charts and look for correlations and stuff.
Very good. Very good. How fun. I did that with someone. They were looking at the astrology chart and I was reading the person psychically. It was a lot of fun. Yeah.
Exciting.
So what's the name of your podcast?
Cosmic Crimes.
Cosmic Crimes. There you go. Today must be the day I'm giving shout outs to businesses because, earlier it was Crystallized Vision in Creston, Iowa. And now it is Cosmic Crimes, right?
Yep.
I'm writing that down. All right, and this is Cosmic Joanna. All right. I don't know how you would do this. The hesitation was your grandmother was showing me something. I knew what she was showing me. I'm just like, sometimes you get into your head, it's like, well, how the heck is she going to do this? And your grandmother's like, well, don't worry about it. Just tell her and let her figure it out. So fine, Cosmic Joanna. Somehow this information that you're getting, you're supposed to turn it into a book. So I don't know how you would make that be entertaining, but your grandmother is saying to do so.
I have been thinking about writing a book for a really long time.
Okay, very good. This is your call to action, lady. Get it done.
Yeah, that's pretty.
She's also saying that, okay, so she's showing me later on. So you say you had just started your podcast, so it's probably just starting off. But start thinking about merchandise because she's showing me merch. So think about what merchandise y'all would have.
Okay.
Now, there's something else. Like she's showing me you writing a book. Why am I seeing fairies? Is your partner that you're on the podcast with, is she connected to fairy energy? Does she ever talk about it?
No, she's just very, so she does the astrological reading. She's just very in tune with all things spirit led, and I like to think I am too, but she's the one who does that. So I don't know about the fairies though. I would have to.
There's a lot of fairy energy on her. You have to say that to her and see if it resonates with her. Now, you don't read the charts yourself?
Oh, I read charts. I just don't read them for the podcast. What?
You need to.
Okay.
Because I don't know what the difference is, but y'all come at it differently. Like I know when you read a chart, people think a chart is just like, oh, it's a chart. No, you could take one chart and read it for 12 hours. I mean, so much information can come through on charts. So I'm hearing y'all hitting it from different directions and bringing through it different information. So think about what is different in the way that y'all read charts, or something that's different. And
I know exactly what it is. So we're both into astrology, we're both into tarot. I feel like I am probably more connected from the spiritual angle when I read my tarot and I read my charts. And she is very much more, this is what it could be, and here's the list of, it's like a more analytical approach almost.
Right. Yeah, so think about that, because I'm hearing that y'all both need to be reading charts, just getting your own. And do y'all read the same? Because I know there's different kinds of astrology. Do y'all read the same kind of astrology?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, very good. All right, thank you, Cosmic Joanna. So for everyone out there, it is Cosmic Crimes. Check it out. All right, thank you.
Bye.
Bye. All right, so that was a lot of fun. All right, I am going to go let the dogs outside and do some things, and then Dee and I are going to be live at 3 o'clock, so in an hour, on YouTube. I wanted to say Zoom, but it's going to be a Zoom event. But anyway, go to YouTube. We're going to be on YouTube, and we're going to be live on there. But you will click the Zoom link to join us, and it will be in the chat. So look up Christy Godwin Psychic Medium on YouTube, and then you just go to the chat, and I will have the link pasted in there. I want to thank everyone who has joined here today. And oh yeah, you will be there. If you haven't done so yet, please click that follow button, and you'll have a great Friday.